So on today's episode of nobody really asked for this, but we're going to try it anyway. Halal Guys has new wings, which are right here. A bunch of different flavors, but we got the two new ones. So let's get into this video. If you're unfamiliar with Halal Guys, it is probably the most popular nationwide halal platter restaurant. Now, Halal Platter started in New York City, and I believe they're started with one push cart, which turned into a ton of push carts, which turned into a ton of brick and mortar restaurants. I know they're in New Jersey and they're as far west as California. Not quite sure where in between that was, but I got informed by the big back apps that I have to say, hey bro, they got wings. So they never made wings before. I said I'd try them out. They have a bunch of different flavors, but they had two flavors that caught my eye, which are not present on these wings, which is a little disappointing. Again, I placed my order on the app, but they have hot chili sauce as well as some smoky barbecue sauce, but they put it on the side. And I have three sauces here, and I'm not sure which one is which. To be honest, I'm gonna guess this is the smoky barbecue sauce. Their wings, this is kind of on brand, which sounds weird, but these are their wings, and they just look like those same wings that you get from pizza places that are really cheap and kind of fatty. It costs $4.99 for a 4-piece, which is unfortunately really expensive these days. You get these at every single like mom and pop halal spot, pizza place, you name it. And since this started as that, this is pretty on brand. Like I said, most places will charge you about $8 for a 6-piece. And this is pretty much what comes out. I'm not looking forward to this. I didn't know that this was this, but I believe this is their smoky barbecue sauce. We're just going to dip them instead of just trying to toss them. I thought they would toss them, but they didn't. So this is their smoky barbecue sauce on their wings. I don't really know what to say about these, to be honest. I'm going to try a bite without the sauce, but that's exactly what these wings are. They're the non-spicy version. When you go to a lot of those delis that serve these, they usually give you the spicy version. But these by themselves are incredibly bland, and I kind of already knew that once I saw them. They are edible, but saying I'd go to Halal Guys just to get this wing in particular would be crazy. Please don't make a comment about how I didn't finish the wing. Okay, we're trying to do a review here. I'm not just eating. The barbecue sauce, this is definitely their smoky barbecue. I'm going to get one more taste just like this. There's a noticeable molasses smokiness. It tastes like KC Masterpiece, which I like. I'm sure it's not. It's one of them, though, for sure. The barbecue sauce isn't anything to write home about. Being real, these more than anything taste like some wings that you could just make at the crib. Get yourself a bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's or some KC Masterpiece and buy these wings that you can get from the frozen food section that you can probably get like a bag of for like $10, $11, $12 and get way more than this. It's not much to write home about. You can serve these with the white sauce, though. I'm going to give those in particular a 5 out of 10 with the barbecue sauce. But let's try whatever the hell this is. They didn't label anything, so I don't know. Not sure. Labeling is very important. There's that fatty piece that comes right here. That's what I was talking about. This might be their smoky barbecue, and that's just regular barbecue sauce. There's like a smoky flavor to this one more than the other. Again, I'm by no means saying that these are bad. They're not bad at all, especially with that sauce. But again, if you got an air fryer, don't waste your money. Now, if you're at Halal Guys and you kind of want to, I think you can throw 2 wings in their platter for like $2. That's not bad, you know. But other than that, this sauce though is pretty good sauce-wise, and I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. And I definitely eat it again. I might just save that for when I have my chicken later. So this has to be their hot chili sauce, which seems like this sauce in particular, but like they put their hot sauce in it. Their hot sauce, if you use too much of it, it's not suburban spicy. I'll give them that. It's actually spicy. But let's go into one of these flats. These little crispy wings are good, man. I'm not going to say they're not. It's just, again, going to the store to get these is just, it's nuts to me. Oh, that's hot. That's hot as hell. I'm gonna tell you what. If you got suburban spicy taste buds, this will get you. I ain't gonna lie. Halal Guy's hot sauce is very overpowering. That just tastes like heat to me. It doesn't get any other flavor from it. But you can also get these with their white sauce, so I'm going to try it. Their hot chili sauce just tastes like heat. I would give them a 3.5 out of 10. I would never get that sauce again unless I'm going to mix it with something. But alone, unless you're a person who just likes spicy with no flavor, then you might like those. But let's try it with the white sauce. Make sure I don't drop this damn thing. A lot of people swear by Halal Guy's white sauce, which I do like. I just don't think it works with the wings by itself. Their white sauce, more than a lot of places, is very, very mayo flavored. And I've had way better from other like push cart platters, even in the city, and even from a place like Juicy Platters, which is more of a regional franchise, does better white sauce. Their white sauce, it just tastes like mayonnaise. I just feel like I ate mayo with a wing. I wouldn't get that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't waste your money on these. Like, just don't. I wasted mine, but you don't have to waste yours. The Halal Guys that I'm located at, in particular, is in Teterboro, New Jersey. Okay? And right across the way, there is a Walmart. It's right there. Just go to Walmart and get those and air fry them. Hell, you can just leave them in your car while you're shopping. They'll probably heat up as hot as it's been. But I wouldn't waste my money on those. Overall, very disappointing. I would give them like a 4.5 out of 10. Like, they're below average even for just like a chain wing. Checkers has better wings than that. So, little disappointing. I did get some other stuff and an extra thing of wings, which I know who's getting those. The person who I got an extra platter for. So you can have those. But I did get some other stuff from Halal Guys because they have chicken shawarma. So I wanted to do this. I think I got this one other time and it was kind of disappointing. But it was like during a blizzard and I didn't eat it super fresh. So this time I went in there and got their chicken shawarma, which is on a pita bread. And I didn't get a lot of other stuff on it. I usually put my own white sauce on it. So this is just chicken and tomatoes. You can get lettuce on there if you want to. But I just want to try this without anything to see if it's better than their other proteins. Let me just grab this one in particular. Yeah, so there's your chicken. It's okay. I will say this, since I went in there's a vertical spit. It really is chicken shawarma. Credit to them for that. At least you can probably freak this a little bit. And we'll go in with a little bit of white sauce. Now, their white sauce, to me, like I said, is very mayo-based. It's not a bad tasting sauce. I just think that it goes better with certain things. That's just a personal preference. I'm actually going to put this smoky barbecue sauce on here as well. That's not the right barbecue sauce. Ooh, I'd have been mad. I want the smoky one. That's regular. There you go. And for whatever reason, this looks like a big-ass chalupa, doesn't it? Their pita is really soft. And I order a good amount of these from different places. But I don't know where they're getting their pita from. It's a very good variation of what it is. Like, really soft and not chewy. Like, fresh tasting. Damn. I'll give them credit for that. The chicken is passable. The last time I got it, it was almost flavorless. This, again, is okay, but when you get shawarma, it's got a lot of different flavors on it. And this just tastes like chicken fat from the thigh meat, which I don't really mind, and maybe some salt. When you add the sauces to it, it definitely helps. Halal Guys, in my opinion, it's like the Chipotle of platter places. Like, if you're used to going to mom and pop places, you will think this is flavorless. The sauces can help it out, but it's just, compared to the other stuff, it's so lacking, man. Again, I'm not saying it's not bad. Like, I would definitely eat this. But to go on my way to get this, in this area, it just feels like Panda Express, you know? So this, I'll give them credit on the pita and the chicken and everything, but I'm rating this against chains like even Chipotle and Panda Express. This will get like a 6.5 out of 10. There's Chipotle next door, and I'd probably pick that if I pick the right ingredients over this. But I normally don't get the chicken shawarma, so I will say that, and maybe I'll have more luck with what I used to get in the past. Finally, I got one of their platters. I used to actually like their platters, but I just feel like it's not as good as it used to be. I got their chicken. Now, they called this barbecue chicken, but again, they put the sauce on the side. It just does not. I'll sauce it myself, which is fine. Then I got the Euro meat. I got these honey sriracha falafel again because I got them another time and I thought they didn't taste like anything. So I want to try them before I actually like do this platter up. Comes with pita, the rice, and lettuce if you like it, and then tomatoes. I don't really get lettuce, so sometimes I'll get extra rice. I didn't today. So this is stock. This is their regular platter, which comes out to about $13. Their normal platter or their smaller platter comes out to about $11. So that's pretty much how their prices go. These days, a lot of these halal spots be charging crazy prices though. So I've seen them as high as like $17, $18, but the going rate that I've seen is between $10 and $15 depending on what place you go to. If you get one that's cheap, it may not be good, but I've had some on this channel recently that were really good, that were about 11 bucks. So if you don't watch the mom and pop videos, you probably missed it. So this is their honey sriracha falafel. The color on this, now I like dark booties on my ladies, but not necessarily on my falafel. The booty too dark, but that's the inside of it. It does look like it's spiced pretty well. Hopefully it has some sort of honey sriracha. It didn't at all last time. None. That's the last time. You failed me for the last time. The actual flavor on it, it just tastes like a regular falafel, and it's not a bad falafel. Again, a little overdone, but the inside is actually still moist, which is good. Not dry at all, and there's some flavor on the inside. It's just not honey or sriracha. So I'll give it a 5 out of 10, even on a chain scale. But let's freak our platter. You got to get the white sauce on there. Very important. I don't overdo this on this one again because it's too mayo-based, in my opinion. They got to add a little something to it, but again, where you put halal, guys, kind of just don't do that. Now, the hot sauce I used to put on there, but I don't anymore because it just isn't my thing. But let's try some of this Euro meat with the rice. They give you a nice al dente fork too, which I like. Chipotle used to be the king of that with the black fork. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for serving this chewy ass Euro meat. Nah, man. That's not it, Chief. It's not it. I used to actually rock with halal, guys. This sucks. It's salty and it's really chewy. Euro meat is supposed to be chewy like that. Like chewy. Let's try the rice by itself. Let's keep working it. This rice used to hit. Nah, bro. They did something to this. Hold on. That is ass, bro. This is ass. This is actual ass. Let's try the chicken. It's supposed to be barbecue chicken, like I said. You don't want the barbecue sauce on there, which is literally KC masterpiece. Halal, guys. What happened, bro? What happened? What happened? I'm gonna get the chicken by itself. No, there's barbecue sauce on that. It's actually on there. Let me get one more. At least it tastes like something. There's definitely like a barbecue rub and a little bit of sauce on there, which isn't bad. The Euro meat is complete ass. The rice used to be really like turmeric, saffron-esque. I know it's probably not saffron, but almost like they use Goya on it. Not no more. Really bland. It also used to look like basmati rice, and it doesn't now. Damn. Save it tomato? Maybe? Nah, it's mid. For $12 or whatever, it just ain't hitting like it used to. Like, it's again, I'm not saying this is inedible, but it's really flavorless compared to what it used to be. I got this a couple years ago and I liked it. It was the same location. Could be a location-based thing, but it's the same location. So that's super disappointing. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry today too. Not a fan. I used to be a big fan of this, but nah, it's on that like waste of money kind of fell off category if you ask me. Maybe I can find another location, but this platter I would give a 4 out of 10 to. Like, the only way that I would eat this is if like I was if I'm starving and someone put it in front of me, bet. But again, where I am in Teterboro, the Halal Guys is next to a Habit Burger, a Chipotle, a Midnera, a Sarku Japan, a Texas Roadhouse, a Chick-fil-A. And when I walked in there wasn't no people in there. I should have took that as a sign. Like, Chipotle always is jumping because you know people like Chipotle. But there was like no one in there. And they still took a long time with my order, and they don't make the food fresh. So I don't know what the hell happened. I know for a fact that like the flagship locations, people I know in New York swear by it. But this lost all of its luster, or as the young kids say, the aura, after it like expanded and got big enough. At first when I had this, it was good, but there's a noticeable drop off. Like, this chewy gyro is wild, man. I know that I'm not the person, you know, some people say he's complaining and stuff like that. Like, I feel like my job is to give my opinion on food. So like, that's kind of what, that's what comes with the territory. But I try to be always positive and upbeat, but I would not waste my money on this. That's from a franchise scale. A regular mom and pop's version of this obviously will blow it out of the water. Even like a bad mom and pop will blow this out of the water. But with what food costs these days, you got to be careful where you're spending your money. And I just wouldn't spend my money here, just being real. When I heard they had wings, I loved the idea at first, but there's nothing about these wings that says Halal Guys. It says mid pizzeria wings with average sauces. But, you know, you can spend your money where you want to. I try to give my opinion and be as non-biased as I possibly can. We've changed our minds about a lot of places, and some places I used to like in the last couple of years have fallen by the wayside. Except for Subway, which I haven't liked for a decade. They had to catch the stray. Anyway, man, the disappointment continues, but we always will be back. You know what it is. New place tomorrow, every day. This is how we get down. I really appreciate y'all watching, man. If you clicked on this video, if you clicked on any of my videos, sincerely, I appreciate it. Sometimes I get introspective, and it's just like, there's a part of me that still can't believe that, like, this is what I do for a living. Like, I really, really, really can't stress that enough. I don't have anything interesting today, to be honest, so I'm just gonna sign off, and we'll be back. Anybody, if you have topics, bro, like, just throw them in the comment section. If I see them, we can address something, because again, if I have nothing to talk about, like, I'm not just gonna make something up. Like, I just feel like that's not genuine. But I appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back tomorrow. More content, man. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.